Hi, Garrett Christopher here. All right, so this is part 2 of my initial YouTube channel, Garrett's Take presentation. So this is going to be called, I don't know, I'll figure that out when I download it. Okay, so let's follow up. If you haven't checked out part 1 yet, please look into it. But what we're picking up is I'm talking about an older cat named Zoe, that I know, by the way, that's never been to the vet in 16 years. And my mother, whom I also know, wants to take the cat to the vet. That's where we are. Check out Garet.com. You'll see all of my different, plus on here, when I present this YouTube, you'll see all of my different social sites, social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. You'll see my email address. Please send in comments, questions, topics you want to cover. Let's talk about them. No problem. I won't choose them all, but please send them in. All right. So let's continue on with this. So yeah, I just don't agree because, again, my mother's a negative thinker just like I am, and she's going to gravitate. Whatever that vet tells her about Zoe, who is 16 and is chubby. Remember, I'm chubby too. My mother's she's going to, even if it's 90% positive and 10% negative, she's going to gravitate right toward the negative and be worried about Zoe. So my take on that one is don't take her. If she's ill, of course. Sick, yes, of course. Not eating, no regular bowel movements, of course, then you take her. Now you have the financial means to take her, super, take her. And at that point, when you go, they'll do a checkup. Wonderful. But if my 81-year-old grandmother is feeling just fine, she's eating, she's active, she's watching her television program, she's sleeping fine, she snores when she sleeps, whatever the case may be. Okay, Grandma, come on, where are we going? I'm going to take you to the doctor. Oh, why? I feel fine. No, Grandma, you've never been before, so let's go get a checkup. But they're going, no, Grandma, come on. Oh, watch out, don't trip. Let's go. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But not a big deal, right? Okay, let's switch up a little bit. Let's talk about veterinarians. And let's talk about late night visits to the vet. Over the last 6 weeks, I've got 3 kids. One of them despises animals. Well, no, I take it back. He doesn't despise animals. He despises caring for animals. And I think I did that to him early on because we had dogs. Always had dogs in the house. And he was the one that picked up the dog poop. So that killed it for him. He doesn't like dog poop. Can you blame him? The other 2, my daughters, love animals and love caring for them. And they're the type that they will do anything for their animals. Talia has Levi. Levi's a smaller, like a dachshund mix, kind of a mutt. Cute, but a mutt nonetheless. And then Kayla, my middle kid, she has 2 dogs. She has Lucy, who's a beagle. He's so cute. And then Odie, who's like a shepherd, retriever, I don't know, mix, but like a medium-sized dog, right? So anyway, like Lucy had an issue with her tail, well, like wouldn't move, which is kind of stuck and it hurt. Something happened with that one. Levi had an issue. Well, Levi's also, like Zoe, Levi's also older. Shoot, she's going to kill me. I don't know how old he is. I forget, but he's older. And so late night visits, man, I'll tell you what, they came across some really good situations. I was with Kayla when we took Lucy for the tail situation. And this is during COVID, by the way, so you can't just show up and walk in the doors. You have to, call ahead of time and you wait outside and all this kind of thing. But those 2 visits, the veterinarians did not take advantage of either situation. And that was outstanding, excellent. And it was a breath of fresh air because in most cases, what I hear and what I've witnessed over my years is that there are some veterinarians that will take advantage. They can see in that owner's face, right? Because that dog, that cat, that parakeet, whatever, they can't tell you what's going on. Their actions are displaying, the fact that there's something happening that's negative. They can't tell you. And you don't know the degree of pain because they'll just hide it, but yet they're just not moving around the same, or they're coughing on blood, or whatever the case may be, right? But that vet, they can zone in because they know, and they can tell right away, hey, if you brought this dog down here at 2 a.m., you care about this animal, and you're going to do anything you can to take care of that animal. Sometimes I wonder, is the vet bill, is it necessary? Did they maybe talk you into something that shouldn't have been? Now, I'm not getting on veterinarians. very intelligent doctors, and I've yet to meet anyone who is in the veterinary field, and this is either veterinarian or the person who's checking the animal in, the nurse, or whomever, right? Whatever the different positions, whatever the names are. I've yet to see anyone who's not an animal lover. None of them. I don't see any. Yeah, they probably don't, mind the money that's coming in to keep the lights on and to make sure they can buy that particular car. But they love them. They got in that field. It's not like I should have taken this class, so I took this one. Oh, shoot, this is animals. That has 4 legs. This has 2. It wasn't like that. It was a matter where they love animals. In fact, I know someone right now that loves animals so much, he wants to get in that field, and that's what's driving him, and that's outstanding. Is that the way it should be? Whatever field you're in, there should be that, that feeling inside you that this is what I want to do as a living, because it's not a job. It's, it's something that's inside you. It's innate that I want to do this. What do they say, that if you love your job or whatever like that you never work your day in your life or whatever. Anyway, so I'm giving it all up for the veterinary field, that they love their animals, and great. But I just wonder sometimes if the bills are a little bit more than, because again, they can tell. In my daughter, the youngest daughter's case, Talia, trust me, when she took Levi in the middle of the night because he had some issues going on, she would have paid and she's relieved, and she could tell that the person didn't set her up. They actually were telling her, well, you could do this, but I wouldn't, and saved her some money, and that was admirable. That was nice. But I'm sure they could tell right off the bat that whatever it took, if it took $5,000 to get little Levi, who's worth about $6, back to, at least on the trail, get that? On the trail to health, she was going to do it. Come heck or high water, she was going to do that. By the way, do I have time? Maybe not. Maybe next time. I'll do a third part. I'll tell you a little story. By the way, if she had the option, if me, her father, and who she's known for all her years, and Levi, who she's known for a long time too, Levi's been around, like I said, I can't remember his age. If we were both going off a cliff, and forget the size factor, yes, I'm much bigger than Levi, but forget the size factor. If she could rescue either one of us, hands down, she's rescuing Levi. It's not even a question. Rescuing Levi, end of story, right? Hey, Dad had to go. He was on the other side of 50. He had a good life. Boom, there you go. If Dad went to go to the doctor and I had a few things wrong with me, I needed $600 to get me back for whatever pills and medications and treatments. Probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. We'll go to Walgreens instead and spend about $30 on some stuff that says Walgreens on the label. And by the way, why did the Washington Nationals use the same style W as Walgreens? I'm sure it's a little bit different, but it sure looks the same, doesn't it? Anyway, off topic. But yeah, she'd go, all day long. But if little Levi needs whatever medications, oh yeah, roll it out. Pull out the credit cards, borrow, beg, borrow, and steal. Whatever you got to do, make sure Levi's good, good as gold. Dad, he'll be all right. That's not fair, is it? But most people feel that way, don't you think? Yeah. Hey, we're going to end it right here. GaretChristopher.com. I'm going to do a third part. I have a story for you. So make sure you tune in, okay? Thanks so much. Take care. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro,